Hello everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce myself in front of you. So this side Shikha and I am a DevOps engineer working at Technical Cloud Knowledge. I am back with another lecture on Linux. This one is the lecture number 15 of our Linux series. So as I'm going to share something very important today, you need to watch the video until the way to the end. And I would encourage all of you to watch the video at the last so that you will not gonna miss any important point or the details regarding all these commands which have been mentioned on my screen. So basically today's lecture is metaphysical as well as practical. We will cover all these commands in both ways, metaphysical as well as in a practical way too. So before moving with this command, with all these commands, I have a question for you guys. So my question is that how to read the content of a file. If we want to read the content of a file, we can use any of these commands which has been mentioned on my screen. So if we use any of these commands, we will able to read the content of a file. So I think you get an idea that all these commands is used to read the content of a file. That's how we will use all these commands. Now, first let's move with the cat command only, then we will go with the other commands in one go. So I have first command which is cat command. So we will gonna talk about today cat command. So what is cat command? Basically the cat command, it is frequently used command in Linux and it is also known as the universal command in Linux because it has many ways. We can use cat command in many ways. If you want to view a file, if you want to view the content of a file, if you want to create a file, if you want to merge a file, you can use any of these things. You can do any of these things by using the cat command. So that's how the cat command is used in many purposes so that we can do many things by using cat command. So that's how we'll use the cat command. Okay, so let's understand it in a better way through the practical. Let's open the VMware workstation. Here you need to press, if you want to open the terminal, we need to press alternate along with F2 as I've already shared on my previous lecture. Write genome hyphen terminal. So that's how we'll able to access the terminal. And let's maximize it. So first we will gonna check where are we sitting. What is our current working directory? Run pwd command. So where we are at our home directory. Now we will gonna check the content in this directory. So these are the content available in this directory. Suppose if I want to check the content of a file, as you can see here are two files are available, anaconda ks.cfg and the initial setup ks.cfg. So we have these two files, but I want to see the content of other file. Suppose there is a file called password file. Basically, under / there is a directory called etc and under this directory there is a file called password file. In this file, all the data of both user, even if it is the normal user or the root user, all the information regarding these users, all the information will be saved under this file. That's why it is one of the most important file in Linux. So let's check it. Basically under / there is a directory called etc and under this directory there is a file called password, as you can see, and under this file all the data, all the information of both users will be saved. Now if I want to check or if I want to read the content of this file, so how would I do that? You need to use cat command along with that file name. So that's how you will able to read the content of that file. Now, if you want to see multiple files, how would you do that? First, let's create a file through the cat command. If we want to create a file by using cat command, we need to use option cat along with greater symbol. Okay, greater symbol. And suppose I'm going to create a file called knowledge. Okay, as you can see, now the file has been created by using cat command, and now it is showing you can insert in file anything. If you want to write any messages, if you want to write, you can insert in the file. Suppose if I want to write I am Indian. Okay, I have written this in my file. Now I'm going to write I am not Canadian. Okay, that's it. I have written. To exit this file, you need to press Control along with D. Okay, now you have created a file by using the cat command, and you have entered, you have written something on your file, in your file. Now I want to see both file together, etc password file as well as the knowledge file which I have created yet. I want to see these both of them multiple files together. How would I do that? You need to just write the file name along with that command, which is cat command. Do that. So as you can see, you are able to see both file in one go. This one is the knowledge file which we have written first, and then the etc password file. Okay. Suppose if you want to see your file in numbers, how would you that? For that you need to write cat -n. Basically -n is referring here to the number. It will present you the output of the file in numbers and with the file name. So that's how you will able to get the file content in numbers. Okay, that's how we'll do so. Now, if I want to create a as I have created a file, I want to create another file. Okay, I have created, suppose I have created another file top, and now I want to write insert something in this file. Suppose I have inserted in this file you name command. Okay, I have written this and I have made it blank. I have entered some many empty lines in this file. Now what happens? I don't, in the output, I don't want these empty lines will also covered in my output when I run this file, when I open this file. First, exit the file. Suppose if you want to suppress the repeated empty lines in the file, how would you do that? For that, you need to use option -s. -s is here used to suppress repeated empty lines. It will not give you in the output the repeated empty lines. As you can see, there are many repeated empty lines is shown in my file, which is top. But I don't want that it will come into my output when I run this file. So for that, you will use -s along with that file name. So as you can see, you name command and only one single empty line. All the repeated empty lines have been suppressed. So that's how you will do so. Now, if you want to merge all files together, how would you do so? Suppose I am merging knowledge and top files in one file called file1. Okay. So when you run this file, you'll able to see the content of this file. As you can see, in file 1, both of the files content is available as both of them file is merged in file 1. As you can see, you name command. This one is the top file, and after that, this one is the knowledge file. Both of them file are is available in only one file. It has been merged in one file. Okay. So that's how we'll do so. Now, if I want to write something in an existing file, how would I do so? So for that, you need to write greater than a symbol and then the file path you need to define. So this one is the etc password file. If you want to write anything in this file, you can write. Suppose I'm writing hi. This is Shikha. So it will show you at the end of the file. Okay. Now let's exit the file. And when you check the content of this file, you'll able to see this message as well, which you have inserted yet. As you can see. Okay. So these latest updated content will also append in this file. So that's how we will append the content in the same file in the existing file, and we can insert anything in the existing file too. So that's how we will do so. Okay. Now I think you are clear with that cat command, and this one is the cat command. That's how we will use the cat command. Okay. But sometimes what happens when you were copy the content of one file to another? Okay. Suppose I want to copy content knowledge cat. I want to copy the content of knowledge file into the top file too. So I'm going to use cat knowledge along with greater than symbol and then top. When you check the content of top file, it will also show the same as the knowledge file. Okay, but we have written in the top file uname command and the empty lines. Now it has overwritten by the knowledge file. The output which was available in the knowledge file is also available in the top file by copy the content of one file to another. That's how we will copy the content of one file to the another. But what happens? But sometimes what happens when we are copy the file of one file to the another? Suppose I'm copying the file content which is knowledge to the etc password file. What happens? The etc password file content all will get removed because it will get overwrite. We are overwriting the available content in the specific file. So that's how the existing content of that specific file will be get over removed, and we are not able to get that content again. So what happens sometimes, by mistake or accidentally, the content of etc password file will get removed or corrupted. So how we can take the backup or how we can recover it? Because the password file is the main file. It is one of the most important file where all the information of users will be stored. So sometimes if it is corrupted, how we can restore it? Suppose if you by mistake or accidentally deleted this file or removed the content of this file, you have accidentally removed this file, etc password. Okay, when you check the content of this file, you will not able to get. So as you can see, no such file or directory. So how we can recover it? To recover it, we need to use copy cp command along with etc, that file name. Then we need to write password hyphen and then again the file name. When you do so, it will replicate the entries which was available in the content. It will also, like all the entries will be replicated in the same file as well. Okay, it is a copy of that. Basically the password file which is come under etc file. When you check the content of that file, you will able to see, as you can see, there is a password file, and over that below this file there is another file called password with hyphen. So this one is the backup file of that above file, or we can say the copy of that above file. So that's how we'll copy the content of the above file, because both the files are the same. Just one is the backup of that specific file. So that's how we'll recover the file. When you do so, you will able to get the file again, the content of the file again. So that's how we will recover the file. Now I think you are able to understand this, how we can recover if the file is being corrupted by mistakenly or accidentally. You can even take the snapshot, or if you have taken the snapshot of your screen, you can even manage it by again just taking the snapshot. Okay. Now let's move to the another command. So our next command is tag command. Basically, if I talk about the tag command is the somewhere alternate of cat command, just in reverse order. Basically, the tag command is used to view the file or print the file output in reverse order. It will provide the output, it will print the output of the content of the file or the content of the file in reverse order. Just like when you do remember when we were child, we learned forward counting and this backward counting. What happens? In forward counting, we will able to learn the counting in simple straightforward way by adding one more number to each number, like 1 2 3. Okay, but in backward counting, what happens? We will learn the counting in backward way, in reverse order, from the last to the first, and in forward from the first to the last. So same happens with the cat and the tag. Cat command will show the output in first to the last line, and tag command will print the output in last to the first. So it will print the last line of the content at the first and the first line content at the last in a reverse order. So that's how we use tag command. Let's do its practical. Go to the VMware workstation first. Let's clear the screen. We're gonna run tag command. So tag that file name. So as you can see, all the content which was available right now, it is in reverse order. And you can see by running cat command. So TCP dump is covered in the last line of the content when we using the cat command, and when we check it in the tag command, we will get it in the first line. So here we have run tag command. Here you can see TCP dump is in the first line. So that's how it will provide us the output in the reverse order. Now suppose if we want to see the content in numbers, as we have run in the cat command, we have run cat-n along with that file name. Okay, so that's how we will use in the tag command. Basically, most of the people do the same mistake. They will also do the same thing in the tag command too. They also believe that when we use -n along with that file name and the command, it will show the output in numbers, but no. Basically what happens, sometimes in the command there are some of the options is not available in each and every command. So that's how in the tag command too happens. Basically in the cat command it is available that we can use -n option so that we will able to get the output in numbers. But in tag command it is not available. It is not applicable. We can't use -n because it will not gonna show us the output in numbers. As if you do so, you will not able to get that invalid option n. So how we can get the output in numbers by using tag command? So for that you need to use tag along with that file name and then pipe symbol and then NL command. Basically this pipe symbol which I have used in this command while I am running the tag command, why I am using this pipe symbol? Basically, the pipe symbol refers, it is a kind of form of redirection. It will transfer the output of one command to the input of other. Like if I talk about in short, the tag command output will covered in the input of NL command. So NL command is used to give the output in numbers. It will provide the numbers and the tag command output will be saved in that NL command. So the numbers as well as the output which we are getting from tag command will be the input of NL command with numbers. So that's how it happens. The tag command output will be the input of NL command. If we do run it, we'll able to get the output in numbers. So NL command, what happens, it will do, it will provide you the number and the tag command output will be showed in, will be like we will able to appear it in numbers. So that's how it will appear it in numbers. We will do so. So next, if you want to see multiple files together by using tag command, you can do it as well. Just write the file name. Okay, and the file which we have created yet, knowledge. Okay, so that's how we'll able to get. As you can see, all these are the file referred to. All the content are referring to etc password file, and the below this file there is the content available for the knowledge file. I'm not Canadian and I'm Indian. As you can see, it is in reverse order. So that's how happen in the tag command. Okay. If you want to learn more about tag, you just need to press tag -help. Okay, that's how you will able to see more. You will able to learn more about tag command. Now we have our next command, which is NL command. So if I talk about the NL command, as I have already shared, we use NL command to see the output in numbers. It will provide the output of the file in numbering order. Okay, so that's how we use the NL command. If we want to see the content of a file in numbers, we will use NL command. Okay, as you can see, just go to the VMware workstation and here you need to run the command NL along with that file name. So as you can see, the content is available in numbers. Okay, that's how we'll do so. So this is the basic usage of NL command. Now we have our next command, which is more command. So I think as the name is suggesting, more, what does the more mean refer? So the more meaning is that something in quantity more, like we get extra in quantity. So that's how the more word refer. Basically, more command is used in Linux in many ways too. Okay, we use more command so that we will get the output in one screen at a time. Suppose if the file is large, it will show us the output in one screen at a time. If you want to see the whole content, you need to scroll up and down through the page. It will provide you this benefit as well. So there are two benefits more in more command as well. Like first one is that it will provide you the percentage, like how much you have read or how much the content is available on that specific screen, one screen. If you want to see more content, you need to scroll down, so it will provide you the specific percentage as well, that in this first screen only the 40% of percentage available of data is available. Now if you want to move further, you need to scroll down. Right now 70%, so that's how it will provide you the percentage too. And also the second benefit is that in more command, you don't need to press any specific button or key to exit the file. It will automatically, after the content is finished, it will automatically exit you from the file. So let's run the more command too. Okay, go to the terminal. Here we will gonna run the more command. Okay, so let's run more along with that file name. Okay, so as you can see at one screen, we are able to get 51% of content. If I scroll down by pressing enter button, we are able to get 74%, 86%, 98, and then automatically we are able to get out from the file. That's how the more command will work. If you want to see it in number, you just need to press more hyphen more along with that file name and then pipe symbol and then NL command. It will provide you the output in numbers. Here you don't need to scroll down. Okay, that's how the more command will work. If you want to see multiple files by using more command, you can do so. The file name knowledge. Okay, NL. So as you can see, first we are the content is available for the etc password file. As you can see, all these content is for the etc password file, and after that, as you can see, it is also referring the knowledge file content is right now here. Okay, I'm Indian and I'm Canadian with numbers too. So that's how we are able to see multiple files by using more command. Now we do have our next command, which is less command. As it's also as it is also referring with the number with the name less. Less means something in quantity less. Okay, in Hindi if I talk about something, कुछ चीज जो कम हो, किसी क्वांटिटी में कम हो, कम मात्रा में. So it is also refer with the less command in less quantity. So basically, as we are able to get more, if the file is large, we are able to get the content of the file in more amount. But in the less command, we will able to get the content in less quantity. So this command is also used to read the content of a file. We can read the content of the file. We can also read multiple files content as well by using less command. We can also get in numbers by using NL commands. So basically the ls command is the less command is also used to read the content of a file. But there is an but there is something in less command. Basically what happens when you run the command less command, it will provide you the output in page wise. Suppose it will if the file is large, it will, if the file is large, it will not provide you, or it will not load the whole complete output or the content of a file. It will take page by page content. It will load page by page content. Suppose in first page there are only 23 number lines of the content is available. So for the next, for the after the content, if you want to read whole content, you need to move to the next page. And the other thing is that in less command, you want to exit the if you want to exit the file, you need to press Q option, because if you don't press the Q option, you will not able to exit the file. So this is the main thing in less command. That's why we use more command instead of less, because it is user friendly. Okay, fifth one is less command. Now let's do it as well. Let's run it with the file name. Okay, as you can see, the file is available, the content of the file is available. To read whole file, you need to go down. You can even press enter or scroll down. As you can see, now the content is finished. Now if you want to exit that file, you need to press Ctrl along with Q. Okay. So that's how you will able to exit the file. Just press the Q option. Now if I want to see that in number, just use pipe symbol along with that NL command. So that's how you will able to get the output in numbers. Now, if you want to see multiple files, how would you do that? Just write the file name. I have written two files, which is password file and the top file, which we have created yet. So that's how you will able to see the content of multiple files too. And one more thing, if you use hyphen along with capital I, you will again get the same content. Okay, there is no difference between that. You just get the same content. If you do press it or not, it will provide you the content of a file. Just press Q. Okay. Now, our last second command, which is head command. I think as the name is suggesting, it will provide us something, the output in top, like the head, which is referred to the top. So it will provide the output of top and numbers of a file. So by default, it will only provide 10 first lines output of a file. If you want to see more content, if you want to see more output of the file, you need to use option along with head command. So it is kind of a complementary of tail command. Okay. If you do remember, when we play head and tail game with the coin, so head refers to the top and the tail refers to the bottom. So that's how it happens with the command too. So in the head, we by default get only 10 first lines content. Let's run this as well. Head along with that file name. So as you can see, these are the only 10 lines content. Let's do it with the numbers so that you will able to understand it in better way. Pipe symbol, then NL. So as you can see, only 10 lines of content is available. If I want 15 or 16, how would I do that? Just use head along with hyphen N for numbers, and the number how much you want to get, 15, along with that file name. Okay, and NL. Wait. So that's how we'll get. Okay, 15 lines of content. If we want 15, there is another way too. You can do without using hyphen N. Just hyphen 15. Okay, use hyphen 15, the number along with that hyphen and this. Okay, the same output you are getting with the other option too. Now if you want to check that, I want that it will provide me with the file name too. I want that, like which file content I am watching, I am seeing, I want to check that as well. So for that you need to use hyphen V. Basically hyphen V will provide you the name of the file as well, like which file you are watching or which file content you are viewing. So for that you need to press hyphen V along with that file name along with NL. Okay, so that's how we'll get the output. Hyphen V, as you can see, first one is referring etc password file. We are the content we are getting, the output of the content, like the file content is etc password. We are getting the content of that file only. Now if I want to check the whole content, we use -z. Okay, it will provide us the whole output of the file. That's how we will do so. Now if you use both of them together, what happens then? Okay, so that's how we'll get. It will also provide us the name of the file too. Okay, and the whole content by using v and z together. So our last command is tail command. So as the name implies, the tail refers to the bottom. It will provide us the last 10 lines content, last 10 lines content of the file. Okay, so it is also the complementary of head command. Head will provide us the top, like top, it will give us, it will provide the output top to bottom, and tail command will provide the output bottom to top. It will provide by default 10 first lines output. It will provide, tail command will provide by default 10 lines last output, the last 10 lines output. If we want to run it, we can check it also. So let's go to the VMware workstation, and here we need to use tail along with that file name. Okay, so we are getting 10 last line content. Okay, how we can check it? By using the number 2. Okay, so as you can see, only 10 lines content, and this one is the bottom to top. Okay, now if I want to check it with number, I want to see 18 lines content. How would I do that? I'm using -n along with that number, how much I want. So that's how you will able to get. If you want to see 16 -16 without using -n. Okay, so tail -16 etc password nl. So that's how we'll get 16 lines output. Now if I want to check, or if I want that the file name also provide, so for that you need to use v option, -v. Okay, wait, we have to write tail. Okay, so that's how you will get the file name too. If I want to check whole content, just press Z. Use option Z along with that file name and NL. Okay, that's how we'll get whole output. If we use both of them together, we get both of them. Okay, the file name as well as the whole content. So that's how we'll get, okay, the file name as well as the whole content. So this is the lecture of today. We are able to get all of these commands. I hope you will able to understand all of these commands metaphysically as well as practically also. So in meantime, learn Linux and learn more about Linux and do practice of commands too, and keep learning and keep watching Technical Cloud Knowledge. So thanks for watching.